everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a very simple design created with Filbert brushes. And once again, I'm going to do it on this clear glass sheet. And we will begin with 3 AMAGIC Filbert brushes. I don't of course have these in order, but I have a 10, a 12, and a 16, and I will list these down below. You're welcome to purchase through my affiliate links if you want to. Number 4, a magic round brush, dotting stylus, and a number 8 Deerfoot stippler. Alright, all the paints I use are FolkArt paints, combination of multi-surface and enamels. I am going to be using pure orange, vivid orange, autumn leaves, coffee latte, wicker white, peridot, and thicket. Again, you'll see that thicket is probably my favorite of them all, so you will see that I use that quite often. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just begin by creating this with my lighter orange, and I might come in here and stick it into the white periodically, but it's not something that I'm going to definitely be doing a certain amount of white and so on. So I'm going to start my floral design by actually turning the brush sideways, and I will just come back periodically and stick my brush into the paint. And I don't want it to be bumped up a lot with excess paint, so you do have to watch for that. But I'm just going to keep loading, turning it to the side, and then you can make like little sweeping movements with your brush like that. Again, I don't want a bunch of build up here. If I feel like it's not thick enough, I will go back over it, and I can even add some more color to it if I choose to do so. And I'm just going to keep adding as I go. And I do like to have a lot of paint on my brush, but sometimes it gets too much, so if you find that your brush is getting too filled, just wipe it off with a paper towel. Very easy to do. And I'm going to come back through here again, just go over it. I'm going to do a bundle of 3 blooms. Again, this is just for the purpose of the video. Very quick, easy designs, and they're meant to be this way so that they're easy for anybody, any paint level, so that people can be creative, because I really do feel that being creative is a great stress reliever. I just picked up a glump here. Wipe that off my brush, hopefully. Sorry about that. But anyhow, just real quick little movement here. Nothing too difficult. Not even going to clean my brush out. I'm going to stick it into the next color over here and add another row into my petals here. Again, same thing, I can add to it if I feel the need to make it a little bit thicker, especially if you're doing it on bottles. I'm just showing you this quick design on this glass just to be able to show you some different painting styles. But if you're painting this on like a wine glass or something like that, you really do need to make sure your coverage is as thick as you can get it. And that's purely so that you have good coverage and that the design holds up through use. If you're doing a bottle or something that's just more of a home decor piece, I mean, you still want good coverage, but not as concerning as if you're going to be handling it a lot like you would a wine glass. That is definitely important to have the good coverage that I'm talking about. And I just like to go around in different directions, make it very simple, just kind of a fun flower. You can make your petals longer, shorter, kind of rotate them a little bit if you want. That's up to you. I'll come back over to this one a little bit. Maybe you can come in here like that. Alright, so then the last color that I'm going to do is the autumn leaves. Just dipping my brush in. I'm not even cleaning my brush off, as I mentioned, just not even cleaning it. And I'm going to pull towards the center. All of these are starting from outward and coming in. And I'm just going to do the same thing around here. So you can do it like this, you know, come in with just a single color, putting in your center. And you can have your center open a little bit if you want, or you can close it completely up. Really up to you. But I'm just doing quick little pulls, still keeping it to the side. If you want, I mean, you can create these just laying the brush down. If you want, that's up to you. So like with this, I can come back in because I really didn't add any white, and just maybe even hit a few of them, or I can leave it out. Or I can do it this way and then come back in and put some more of the color back over it. The more paint you put down, you're definitely going to have better coverage, and it's going to last longer and be a more durable design. So as I mentioned, I can come back in here, throw some more color down. And you can turn this, you know, glass sheet too while you're working. I'm just trying to keep it stable. And I am a lefty, so hopefully my hand is not getting in the way. But I think I've done that enough as far as the colors go. The next thing I'm going to do, I am going to be doing this wet on wet, so I'm not hitting it with a hairdryer or anything like that, but I'm putting my stippler into the coffee latte, just covering it up, and I'm just going to pounce in the center. I'm not doing any kind of a fancy center, just doing it wet on wet and stippling it in the centers. Just like that. Pretty easy, right? And then I'll take my dotting stylus, actually, and I don't have yellow on my plate. When I was doing my design on paper, I just kind of was winging it. So then I'm just going to come around through here, dot the centers. The glass I'm using for this is just glass for a picture frame. It's not very thick, so you do have to be careful with it. It's a great surface to practice on, and I just wipe it off after I do my videos, because these are just simple designs I'm showing you. I'm not creating them on an item, just showing you the designs. And what I teach here, you can do on any type of a surface. It doesn't have to be glass. You can do this in wood, metal, whichever you prefer to work on, or what item you're trying to create for your home, or if you're having friends over, have a painting party. Very simple. I said, if you don't like the dots, you can leave them off. I like dots, so I do include them a lot of times in my designs. Yeah, anything that I do as far as showing you, obviously, you can create and add to it, put your own little touch to it, up to you, whatever you want to do. Alright, so again, this is just a quick little design. I'm going to do one side of my number 12 brush, dip it into the, I'm doing the peridot and the thicket. I'm not adding any other colors to it, and that's how I'm loading it. I am not following the 3/4 of the way up the brush with the paint. I am just doing as I see fit when I add the paint. I know that probably makes it hard for you guys to follow, but I cannot stress enough that as a painter, you will get your own feel. The more you paint, the more you practice, and you'll come up with your own style. On these type of leaves, you can just push down and pull, or you can do it by the side if you want, like that. I don't know why I seem like I'm getting a lot of extra paint there. However you want to do it. And then just come over here, do it again, like that. If you want to add a third color, feel free to do so. Just for the purpose of this video, I'm not doing that, but you certainly could. It's very quick and easy. Painting designs. And you can, keep adding to it if you want. What I'm going to do next is take my little liner. I'm just sticking it into the thicket. Just stuck the whole thing in there. And then I'm just going to come through here and do little pulls that come out every so often. And add my little side. So I'm just doing the same thing I did on the other one. Part of it's in the thicket, part of it's in the peridot, and then I'm going to come through here and do just quick little pulls on something like this. If you don't want it to be the same color, you certainly could add in a different color here. And because I'm doing it wet on wet, I will probably pull in some of the oranges, which is fine. If I were doing this on a bottle or something that I was going to be selling, I would make sure that I was getting these in here, with thick paint, probably going over them again. But I like to add filler leaves like that. And you can also add some white to it. White has a lot of pigment, so it will give it better coverage. I'm sorry. But like I said, for the purpose of the video, I'm not concerned about that, so I'm just doing more of the design aspect of it as opposed to being worried about the coverage. Because actually for me, since I'm going to wipe this off, it's better for me to not have it on real thick so it comes off. But see how, adding that, little filler leaves kind of finishes it off nicely. And in this design, I'm actually just pulling it to, I'm using the side part of the bristles, and I'm pulling it to the stem and not away. And like I said, on this one I'm not rotating the sizes as much as I did on the other ones, but it just gives you an idea. Pressure has a tendency to make a difference in the shape of your leaves. And there you go. Very easy. I hope you like it. If you do, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Before you leave, please hit the share button and share this video on your social network with all your family and friends. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please place those down below. I would love to hear from you. And until the next time, please stay safe and healthy and have a good one.